Netflix has just released a new trailer for Stranger Things, and it revealed the entire plot of Season 5. In addition, we finally got to clearly see the connection between Will and Vecna. We will analyze all of that here. Today on Charlietales, I'll tell you all the details and secrets from the Stranger Things Season 5 trailer. Ready? Let's begin. The trailer begins with Vecna walking and saying the phrase, "The time has finally come to begin." What is he referring to? We must remember that Vecna was seriously injured at the end of Season 4. Season 5 takes place 1 year after that. During all this time, Vecna has been recovering. Now that he's regained his strength, he can finally begin his plan of destruction. We have a scene with Mike and Eleven. Mike says the phrase, "We're really starting to lose our minds being trapped here. There's no end to this. Maybe tonight is our chance. We'll find Vecna and end this once and for all, together." First of all, the line refers to how the whole town has been taken over by the military. The government constantly watches them, especially Eleven. But something is happening that night. The protagonists have managed to evade surveillance and have a plan to locate Vecna once and for all. Mike says that tonight, they will have a chance. As we can see in this scene, the entire team is planning a strategy. We see Dustin at school. As we can notice, he's wearing a Hellfire Club shirt, the same club Eddie Munson belonged to. Thanks to other trailers and leaks, we know there will be a plot involving Dustin remembering Eddie. In this shot, Dustin is standing over Eddie's grave. If we look closely, we'll notice that the tombstone has been vandalized. Someone wrote the phrase, "Burn in hell." This is because, for the town of Hawkins, Eddie was not a hero. Everyone blamed him for the deaths caused by Vecna. The town accused Eddie and his friends of having a satanic cult called Hellfire. In other words, Eddie sacrificed himself for a town that ended up hating him. In another scene, we see Dustin with a bruised face. If we notice, he's wearing the same clothes as in the previous scene, so I'm sure he was beaten up at school for defending Eddie's memory. Eleven is in the Upside Down and uses her new flying power to enter a building. It appears to be Dr. Brenner's lab, but seen from the Upside Down. What's interesting is that in this place, she's on a mission with Hopper. Later, we see Eleven using her powers to activate some kind of red energy. What's going on? Most likely, the team has a plan to attack Vecna, but for it to work, they need Eleven to activate something from within the Upside Down. Eleven's plot will revolve around completing this mission. If you ask me, Eleven did this to bring down the walls that exist in the Upside Down. In other images, we've been shown that the Upside Down is surrounded by enormous strange walls. With this context, I believe Eleven will destroy them using this power. Now we hear another conversation between Eleven and Mike. She says the phrase, "This isn't like one of your campaigns. You can't write the ending. Not this time." This line confirms that Mike organized a big plan for the whole team, but Eleven fears it won't work. She tells Mike that this isn't like his Dungeons and Dragons campaigns. Here, he can't write how it all ends. They know this time it's different. There's no way to guarantee victory. We have a short scene of Holly Wheeler with her mother at home. I can easily identify them thanks to another photo that came out a while ago. As you can notice, they're wearing the same clothes. The scene is very short, but it's clear that something is attacking them, and her mother is injured. Thanks to previous trailers, we know that both will have a small subplot. Supposedly, Vecna will capture Holly, and her mother will try to rescue her. We have some scenes of Jonathan with Nancy. Here they're witnessing some kind of portal opening. It's been confirmed for a while that they'll have a small mission together. We see Nancy saying the following line, "Vecna is planning to destroy our world, and he won't stop until he's drained every drop of suffering from us." Here Nancy confirms that Vecna's plan is to destroy the world. He probably wants to expand the Upside Down into the real world. And she also tells us how Vecna wants to make them suffer. This foreshadows that the monster will hit them very hard this season. We see a scene of Jonathan crying next to Nancy. From previous trailers, we already know that these two will have an emotional moment. It's as if they're saying goodbye. And in other scenes, we've seen Nancy wiping blood from her hands and crying. My friends, I'm almost sure that this season will say goodbye to Jonathan, although many others believe this could be a misdirection, and the real one to die will be Steve. That's why his friends are crying. What do you think? We see Lucas carrying Max while escaping in an elevator. Thanks to previous trailers, we know there will be a moment when the Demodogs attack the hospital where Max is. So Lucas will have to protect her by carrying her, even though she'll still be in a coma. For now, there's no evidence that Max will wake up. We see a scene of Lucas being attacked by a Demogorgon. Here, his clothes are very different from what he's wearing in the scene with Max, so they correspond to different days. The setting seems to be some kind of strange cave. Maybe Lucas is in the Upside Down. We don't have more details about this scene. We have this scene where some members of the team are setting something up in the background, while Will gets distracted by something. Thanks to other released photos, we know that in this scene, Will will have a short moment with Robin. They will investigate something together, but we don't know how it will end. In this scene, all the kids are hugging someone tightly. But who are they hugging? Thanks to leaked photos, we know this is Will. As you can see, in both images, he's wearing an orange coat. Something bad will happen to Will, and everyone is showing their support. We'd better start saying goodbye to Will. We have scenes of the battle at the military camp. For a while now, we've known that the Demogorgons will attack this place, where our protagonists will also be. The soldiers will try to stop them, but will fail. Here we can see actress Linda Hamilton, known for playing Sarah Connor in the Terminator saga. Here she plays a character named Dr. Kai. As we can see, she'll take part in the battle. We have this epic scene of Nancy using a rifle to attack the Demogorgons. She'll be vital in this battle. For several seasons now, Nancy has stood out for being quite skilled with weapons, so we'll surely see her using many more. The trailer ends with the epic appearance of Vecna. All the soldiers are dead, and Will is lying unconscious on the ground. Vecna pulls his body toward him and says the phrase, "William, you are going to help me one last time." This scene confirms several things. First of all, the Duffer brothers hate Will because they're always making him suffer. And second, Will be crucial to Vecna's plan. For years, fans have theorized that Will has a special bond with Vecna, and now this is confirmed. Vecna needs him for his plan to destroy the world. I have the theory that Vecna will use Will to release an even more powerful monster through his body. This theory came about because in past trailers, we saw Will screaming and suffering, as if he were holding something inside his body. Thanks to leaks, we know that he's shouting the phrase, "Steve, run." Will is telling Steve to run so he can save himself. From my perspective, this scene will show Will transforming into some kind of monstrous creature. That's why he asks his friends to run. But of course, it's just a theory. That's all for today. If you liked the video, you'd really help me out by leaving a like. That would be legendary. Also, remember to subscribe to see more videos like this. Thanks for listening. My name is Charlie, and I'll see you in the future.